Hello everyone! Today we're here at South Park and Z is gonna learn how to plant a tree from the forestry team and South Park Arboretum Curator Margaret Lapp.
Today we are planting the Quercus macrocarpa, commonly known as the Bur Oak or Mossycup Oak.
In this first phase of transporting the tree from the nursery to the job site, we want to make sure that that trunk is covered to protect the tree from mechanical damage, as well as the canopy to protect from any wind damage in transport.
The next step is to measure the root ball and make sure that the depth of the hole that you're planting the tree in matches the depth of the root ball. The hole that the forestry team had initially dug was deeper than needed. Therefore, Mike Sawyer, forestry manager, is right now backfilling the hole in order to match the depth of the root ball.
So after matching the planting hole depth to the root ball depth, we've now rolled the tree into the hole. And now that it's in its final location, we're preparing to remove the burlap and wire basket. Planting time, it's really important to remove this wire basket because if this tree dies prematurely, which sadly happens, all too often in an urban setting, it's going to be a really tough job to remove this stump if this wire basket's still intact in that root ball. At this point, we want to take an opportunity to inspect the root ball. We want to identify what's known as the root collar. That's going to give us our proper planting depth. And we want to look for any circling or girdling roots at this time as well. Confirm that we've got a good planting depth. We've got it centered in the hole. So now we're just going to gradually bring all this native soil back in around the tree. Now as we backfill, we're bringing this soil profile right up to what's known as the root flare, right where the trunk starts to flare out into that bigger root ball section. So to really finish this planting off, we're going to lay the mulch down. In general, we're looking for about 2 to 3 inches around the planting hole. There's a lot of benefits to mulch, but some of the most readily enjoyed benefits are going to be, especially in a park setting, we're avoiding mechanical damage from mowers. By having this nice mulch ring around there, it's going to increase moisture retention after a nice watering. And lastly, it's going to act as a slow release fertilizer as this mulch breaks down in the soil profile. To water this tree, we're going to use what's called gator bags, and because this is a new tree planting, very thirsty tree, we've actually zipped 2 gator bags together to double down on the amount of water we can hold. So we're going to zip this around, fill these up with water, and they have tiny little holes in the bottom that just slowly let that water percolate through. So you're not overwhelming the root system, but over the course of a few hours, it's going to get a nice deep soak.
On behalf of the Buffalo Olmsted Parks Conservancy family, we would like to thank the Chestnut Ridge Nursery and the Smith family. Bob and his wife Ruth and their daughter Alyssa kindly donated this beautiful Bur Oak, Quercus macrocarpa, and we're very grateful. Thank you so much for your support.